What's up?
What's up? Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Hold on, I have something in my mouth.
Ew.
Happy Cinco de Mayo.
Happy Cinco de Mayo. You just come in here with just shit in your mouth.
Sorry.
Unprepared.
Super unprepared. This almost didn't happen.
That's true. Yeah. I was supposed to be here, what, like 3 hours ago?
Yeah, around about that.
Around about that.
So yeah, I have all the goodies out.
I know. Look at
all the swag.
This would be very like cultural appropriation if we both weren't Hispanic people.
Well, you're Mexican.
Yes.
I'm not.
Yeah, but
I'm Colombian, so
yeah, it's I'm sorry, was that bad?
We live in Southern California, so basically
pretty much everyone's Mexican.
I'm considered Mexican. There's people in the back room right now, so whatever you can or can't hear. Hold on. My dog just threw up. Okay, are we back?
It's so chaotic, dude.
It's Cinco de Mayo, bro. If no one's throwing up on Cinco de Mayo.
Selena was talking about how we should start it with Chard Presley threw up.
I know, we had already started, though.
I know.
It'd be a great intro. So we're back. My dog just threw up. It was really, really cool. Who also just got sprayed by a skunk this week.
Yes.
It's been really eventful in my house.
Yeah, especially when it comes to Presley's life.
Yeah. He's not been an easy dog to raise. But yeah, man, I don't know. Skunk smell? That was interesting.
That's it. Okay, so you know how you're like driving down the street and you
get a whiff?
You're like, oh, skunk, dude.
Yeah. Is it like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that, but it's like burning into your nose. It's like
someone pepper sprayed skunked into you.
Kinda. Have you ever smelled pepper spray? No. Have you been near
actually
it?
I have. I remember when my first job was a pizza place and there was like some kids like fucking around. Old enough to have pepper spray like on their keychain kids, you know? Like they were probably like
18?
Yeah.
Okay.
Kids, they were older than me at this time, but now looking back, I'm children. But they were like fucking around with it and they sprayed just like on accident and it cleared out the entire restaurant. Like I was behind the counter. They were at like one of our far tables too. And I was behind the counter and my eyes were like watering. Like it was so bad.
Skunk isn't that bad, but it's definitely like the way it happened too. He like ran at it. He ran out the back and then like ran to another corner of the backyard. And then he like backtracked a little and he was like shaking his head like, oh. Like when you get sprayed, he's just like, fuck.
He's just going through like Green Beret training.
He was just so basic. And then he starts going back at it. And I was like, get in the house. And then I see the skunk and I'm like, I'm getting sprayed. And then he comes inside and like everyone on the internet's like, leave him outside. Like, don't bring him in. Like, and we're like, well, the skunk's out there. So I'm bringing him inside.
You should have thrown him in the garage, dude.
How? The skunk was in the way of the garage and we had to go through the house. And
he would have had to come in anyway.
Yeah. And I wasn't going to touch him.
Dude, curse these mics for being so good. I feel like I'm hearing. I just heard Presley. Click, 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 click.
I think you're hearing it with your normal ears, but we'll be fine.
Okay, it's fine. Sorry, I brought that up. I broke the wall.
Yeah, the house was pretty rank for the night, and then the next day, so we did like a bath. Like I gave him like 2 or 3 baths like that night, and then the next morning we called a place. Clean the whole house, clean the floors, clean everything, open windows. We were like boiling cinnamon and speak of the devil.
Here comes the boy. Hello, skunky boy. There he is. He's allowed on this couch?
He's just going to bark the whole time.
That's true. Yeah, he needs to be in here. He's like, I miss my
If he looks like he's going to throw up, let me know.
He looks like he's going to throw up. He has that like look on your like friend's face who's definitely blacked out.
Yeah.
And there's just like nothing behind those eyes. That's the look he just gave me.
So yeah, a couple baths that night. Next day, we took him to the groomers. Hit a skunk bath. They like specialize in it.
Oh, that's cool.
And then the next morning after that day, another place did another skunk bath. He's fine now. The house, I don't know. Obviously, you can't.
I didn't smell anything when I walked in.
If anything, I feel like it smells like vinegar because she has bowls of vinegar lying around. But
I also can't smell him.
Yeah, you have to be pretty close.
Yeah, can you smell him right now?
No, he's fine.
Okay,
I don't think it got that bad. I don't think so. Like the internet or whoever was saying, if it gets it in the mouth and the eyes, you should probably take him to a vet.
Interesting.
I wasn't sure if he got sprayed. He's so small. I think he just got sprayed. It got sprayed.
General spraying. Yeah.
General spray. And because he was like coughing. It wasn't even coughing. He was like spittling. But he didn't throw up until now. Days later.
This is just like
separate incident.
Yeah.
But
prolonged.
He didn't throw up. I washed his eye out with cold water. Like, you're not supposed to get him wet, I guess. Like, I learned that after the fact. You're not supposed to get him wet.
Did you tomato him?
No. Internet didn't say.
Like he was doing a bad performance on stage.
You throw tomatoes at him?
Just throw tomatoes at him.
You do hydrogen peroxide, dish soap, and baking soda. That's the mixture. No water.
That would clean anything.
Yeah, you're not supposed to do water. You're supposed to do that first.
Yeah.
And then, which, I don't know. You learn everything. It's like lice. You don't, like, worry about it until it happens.
Baking soda and vinegar, you just make, like, a little volcano out of him.
Wait, did I say vinegar?
No, you didn't, but
okay.
I'm just thinking about it. Like,
add vinegar. He's just, like, bubbled up.
No, because that's actually, like, that's a good way to get... like vinegar and baking soda gets armpit stains out of white t-shirts. Mm-hmm. If you like make the paste like with a little baking soda and water or whatever, and then you add vinegar to it.
Yeah, like everyday things I think are good for cleaning.
Yeah.
My mom has always had a really bad habit of like mixing bleach into everything. And I swear to God, on multiple occasions, she made like low level mustard gas. I probably told you about this.
Such like your mom thing to do, which is the best part. I remember the one time where I was driving by your house and I looked at the fountain out in front of your old house, and you guys had the fountain, and there was just bubbles
all over the place.
And I texted you, I was like, "Yo, dude, there's a bunch of bubbles in your fountain." And you're like, "Yeah, my mom's cleaning it." And I was like, "What?"
Yeah, she's wild.
We just added Dawn dish soap to the fucking fountain.
For clarification, she ran an assisted living for the elderly for 30 years.
Yeah.
And was pretty good at it.
Very good at it.
Nobody's perfect. But yeah, so that's been my week. It's been pretty eventful. And we made it to Friday. The pod almost didn't happen. Even when we started it, it got delayed. So here we are.
Against all odds, dude, we still come through.
What's up with you?
Nothing. I wore my funny shirt for you.
It's a good fucking shirt, man.
Thank you.
You
gave it to me.
I bought that years ago.
And you've been trying to give it to me for years, and then I finally got it like
looks great on you.
A month ago.
I feel like you should be wearing these shorts.
I feel like I should.
Should we trade?
No.
I won't fit in your pants.
It's okay.
Same green though.
That is same green.
But cheers.
That's Tom Green's younger brother.
Same Sean Green.
Same green.
Cheers. To
Sam, but everyone cheers. To ketamine?
Cheers to ketamine.
No.
Oh, okay. Boo, ketamine.
Boo, yeah, boo, ketamine sucks.
We got the Cutty Bangs out. Tequila mixed in with some pineapple. Tequila in honor of...
I never had a Cutty Bang when I lived in the Bay, but I have one in Anaheim, California.
You never had one over there?
Mm-mm.
Oh, but you knew very well what they were.
I knew what they were.
Oh, dope. I'm glad you could enjoy one.
Experiences.
I think this is my... Okay,
this is just us making cocktails.
You know what it is? I think the bag makes it.
The bag definitely makes it.
The Ziploc bag is kind of tweaky.
Yeah, it's great. My favorite part, if you like Google Cutty Bang, like in the images, there's a bunch of different ones and stuff like that. And they all have like the craziest names. Like there's like Blowjob and Sublime 714.
What do we name our Cutty Bang?
That's the Chard.
The Chard.
That's Chard.
All right.
How much is this? How much would you put?
How much would I sell it for?
Yeah.
$10.
$10. That seems okay.
Yeah, I think collective. I don't know what's that like.
Are you making any money off that?
I would
because you're allowed with the Cutty Bang. I feel like the price can be a little higher because out of convenience,
the novelty of it too.
Novelty and convenience.
Right. Okay. $15?
12.
12.
Yeah.
Meet me halfway.
Yeah. I do also like if you Google them and you go to images, like I said, funny names, but they also, I've noticed they'll use the same size plastic bag for all of them. So majority of the time they're not Ziplocked clothes. They're just
in a bag
in the cooler. No, but they're in the Ziploc, but in the cooler, but the bag doesn't close. So for some reason that makes it even funnier that like the stuff's just out. Like it's a big old Calypso lemonade, but they use like snack size bags still.
A half-liter of club soda. I feel like it's such a, they just had like, someone had a surplus of shit in their liquor store and they were like, of course I know it's like wrappers, right? It's like a thing.
Yeah, I think like Mac Dre and shit like made it more popular. So I don't know if it came from, because I believe was Mac Dre, I know he's from the Bay, but I don't know exactly where he was from. So I'm wondering if like it was a thing in like, you know, the area he grew up in, and then he would like shout him out, and then other places picked up on it, you know? Was it like an Oakland only thing, then San Francisco? Or
I've just heard Bay Area, but I have no idea. But it's pretty cool to think that like
it's a cool concept.
It's kind of like an urban legend coming to fruition. You know what I mean?
Dude, for sure.
Yeah. Like
it's like going to Voodoo Donuts when you're in Portland.
Yeah, dude. I'm a fan though.
Yeah, it's sick. You did it. You did a good job.
I think so.
But it's funny again. Cutty Bangs at home is so funny.
It seems like it would only work in this environment. Like if I went to a party and they had a cooler full of Cutty Bangs, I would be like, "This is a trappy party."
Dude, that sounds. Next barbecue, we're having Cutty Bangs.
Bay barbecue, dude. The Bay Area barbecue, dude. You know how many people might show up for that if you like put it out there on the internet to like.
Wait, you want to have like a random person party?
I'm just saying, if not here, I wouldn't, but I would throw an event, be like the Bay Area barbecue, and you have coolers of Cutty Bangs.
That's a good name too, Bay Area barbecue.
Yeah, I'm good at throwing events, dude.
You should be an event planner.
I should planned a wedding.
Did you?
I did. No, I've other than our planner, yes. Joe helped.
You are good at planning things though. That's why when we go to Coachella, it's like. That's what makes it so easy.
Planning,
yeah, you're so good at planning. It's like, all right, you got the blah, 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 blah.
This year felt very effortless. We're going to move way past that festival right now. But
dude, yeah. No, this year is same. But yeah, anyways. So you had a shitty day yesterday.
Holy shit, did I have a bad day. I couldn't even, and I won't even list off the amount of things that went wrong. But it was basically like, to paint a picture, it's like when you wake up and you stub your toe on the corner of your door, and then you like turn on the shower and there's no hot water, and then you go to like clip your fingernails and you clip it too short, like that kind of day. Completely different things happened, and it was all day. And I called you and I remember telling you, I was like, dude, today's fucking cursed. I'm pretty sure it's, by that point so much had happened and it kept happening, and I was like, I had to submit and be like, this is just how my day is gonna go.
My favorite part of you telling me about your day was when I forget what it was, but you told yourself, "Oh, okay, maybe my day isn't going to be so bad. This will go well." And then it does it. Like you verbally are alone. You're alone, and you verbally say, "Well, I guess not."
Yeah, to paint a picture of what happened in that one moment, the microcosm of bullshit that happened for that. I had to move a trash can over to climb my gate because I was locked out of my house to come in the back. And that trash can, it was trash day, was pushed up by the gate. And I see the trash truck coming for that can. And so I'm like, oh, fuck. I roll it out and I wave him down. He's like, you're good. I could just leave it there. And so like something good happened. I got my trash.
You actually got your trash out. Yeah.
And I was like, oh, cool. Like something good happened today. And I was wheeling the trash back to the side yard. And I out loud went, maybe my day's turning around. I opened my gate and it just like wind just like smashed my finger and I went, guess not. Yeah, it was bullshit, dude. The whole day was
That's so shitty, dude.
It was at one point, I swear to God, I was driving around, like I told you, my Jeep got flooded because it rained and it was whatever. Yeah. But I was driving around trying to air it out. And at one point I was like, I should probably just go home, for the sake of my own safety. I might get smashed by a semi or something crazy.
I just need to go home and cry for a little.
Yeah, I was like, I honestly feel, I was just like, I'm gonna get a bag of chips and
just like treat,
spoil.
Just
I was like, something good has to happen today.
I need chips to make this day better.
And the rest of the day was fine after a certain point, but yeah, that was one of those days. And then that was yesterday. Last night, I don't know. At one point, Joe was like, "Can you turn the fan on?" And I was like, "Yeah." I got out of bed. We slept in a different room, and I stubbed my toe on a luggage in the middle of the night. And I out loud again, I was just like, "Dude, I'm sleeping. Even in my sleep, I can't catch a fucking break. Something was off."
Yeah. May the 4th was not with you, dude.
May the 4th be gone, dude. Because that was ass.
Hey, fuck the 4th, dude.
Fuck the 4th, dude. Cinco de Mayo has been pretty chill though.
Yeah.
It's been a little chaotic trying to get all this together,
dude. But chill nonetheless. A little bit of chaos makes you appreciate the chill, right?
What was I texting you about today? Oh, I saw a billboard for Jesus on the freeway. Now, I don't know why I saw this billboard. Okay, I'm going to preface with I have nothing wrong with Jesus and following Jesus and all this stuff. But I'm like, what if just on the backside? First of all, someone spent, what are they, like $5,000, $6,000?
Yeah, depending on their size and how high they are. And
someone went out of their way, probably not a church, because I feel like they're fine. They're a church. They just get their money tax free.
They don't need
this is
more
probably
people.
Some dude with some like extra money who was like, I'm gonna make a Jesus billboard, and it had a picture of Jesus, and it said, "Jesus, I trust in you," or something like that. And I thought it would be so funny if on the back it was just something completely. It was like a Larry Hustler's like strip club advertisement.
Dude, in my mind, I literally was like,
it was by the library.
If it was a strip club.
There's just something like I wouldn't, do anything like Satan is cool or anything on the back like
Satan, hell yeah,
like nothing like that, but just like something complete because it's like.
Or like an alcohol billboard or something.
Yeah. Hooters or something on the back. Like,
dude, that'd be sick.
Because it's like, first of all, you're paying for this thing. Freedom of speech and all that, right? Like we live...
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Glad we live in a country where someone can put up a billboard about Jesus.
Hell yeah, brother.
But it's also like equally as funny thinking like, well, okay, freedom of speech, like you pay for this thing. You should be able to put on almost whatever you want. Why couldn't something outrageous be on the back? And also, why aren't there like... other religions being this country's so like Jesus that we can't do like other like
an Allah Islam,
Judaism, like the dozens of other religions out there. Like we're so close to like, well,
we all just need to coexist,
dude, that's what I'm saying, bro. Can we just like all come together?
So what you want is a coexist billboard.
I would pay for that.
Yo, what about a billboard that just says religion thumbs up? Like,
I love that. That's great.
It's just like...
I'm by no means like a religious dude, but that's great.
And then at the bottom, it's just like, there's no website or anything. It's just like, yo, whatever you gotta do.
Yeah, whatever floats your boat, dude. Whatever makes you happy. That's cool. I could get behind that for sure.
Dude, shouts out.
Dude, speaking of planning events, we should plan like a donation, like a GoFundMe for like a religion thumbs up billboard. That's the only way I would do it. I would never put my own money into a billboard.
No.
But I think they're just... Why aren't there more outrageous billboards like that? If it's like... Think about how many people who have like expendable money. Like,
if we had the money like to buy billboards just all willy-nilly, nimbly-bimbly, we would have some ridiculous billboards.
Oh, yeah.
There would definitely just be a billboard of Presley, but just no context at all, just a picture of him.
It's just him going... throwing up.
Just dog billboards for no reason.
I mean, it's funny to think about. I feel like billboards too are also very much a California thing because we have such a driving culture here. Like, maybe even in this country, I've heard somewhere, I don't know, people from overseas talking about like, you guys have a lot of billboards there, like a lot. I don't know why you have billboards like every quarter mile or something like that. And I'm like, huh. my suburban brain is like, I don't notice them, and I'm like, I'm getting fed all this information.
Like, wow, I could really go for some Jesus right now, and I don't know why.
It is annoying how sometimes things work, like certain colors, right? Like the color red, dude, makes you hungry and shit. Like,
dude,
this is great advertising. Yeah.
Dude, speaking of like just advertising working, my buddy sent me like a link to shoes. Pardon me.
The YouTube video?
And no, he sent me muffins right before that. It was very weird. And they were just like casual looking shoes, and they had a wide toe box, which is like wide toe box. You want your foot to be spread out, right?
Yeah.
But they were like cool. A lot of shoes with wide toe boxes don't look cool. Like,
define what cool is for me for shoes.
I'm saying shoes are cool. No, I'm saying the wide toe box shoes. They don't look cool ever.
Fashionable.
Yes, correct. Fashionable. And these ones did. And I was like, what? These are sick. Where'd you find these? And he's like, Instagram. And I'm like, damn it, to Instagram with your ads that are catered towards like things that my friends and I like.
Internet's pretty smart, man.
So
kind of annoying.
Yeah.
I'm happy to be off of it right now. Besides doing all of this.
Yeah.
This is kind of like my internet interaction.
Yeah, I was off the gram for a minute, and then I picked it back up like a bad habit. And then... yeah, now I definitely find myself like in the morning, like going downstairs with the dog and then being like, let's see what's on Instagram. It's so fucking stupid.
I've thought about it. Like, I don't know. I really don't. My brain's in such a different place right now.
The thing is for me in Instagram though, is like, I'm more in it for, I'm past the like, I want other people to see what I'm doing and I want to see what other people are doing.
Yeah.
I'm more about like, let's see what fucking clothing brand I like dropped, or something like that, or let's see fucking.
But why would we even care about that?
I don't. And the thing is, I'm trying not to buy clothes right now anyway. So it's like, but I just like to see like, oh, that's a cool design or whatever it is. Or I like this really cute seal video, shit like that. That I'm into. I'm into the cute animals and clothing and tattoos and shit. But yeah, I'm over. I was talking to you about that too, like about how my high school reunion's coming up, and I'm going to see, like, if I go, I'm going to see so many people that are just like,
should I go? And should I go to be you?
Oh, absolutely.
I'll just be like, what's up? I'm Cayman.
Hey, what's up? I look way different now.
They're like,
I got some work done.
They're like, didn't you have a bunch of tattoos, right? I'm like, I got them removed.
Yeah, dude, I'm doing the Pete Davidson.
I got to really, oh, you were telling me about a show he was in?
Yeah, dude, Bupkiss.
Yeah, how's that?
Fire.
Ruin it for me.
Pete Davidson.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
He's funny.
It's like it's kind of based, it's like his life, like in the show, he's Pete Davidson. He's famous,
Oh, okay.
In the show, like he lives in his mom's basement, or his mom lives in his house, but he lives in the basement,
Classic.
And then, it's just like he has famous friends, it's him in the show. But then there's like outlandish things that happen too that kind of never get brought up. Like there's a scene where they kill someone and then like nothing ever happens with that.
Okay, so it's like TV, like
it's like fun.
There's some fiction in it.
Yeah, it's fun but it's still Pete Davidson,
Yeah.
And it's really fucking good. It made Selena cry.
Yeah, but I feel like Selena is kind of like me, where almost anything could make her cry.
Yeah, what happened
it's kind of unfair. My gauge of crying is very, very all over the place.
The scene was, it's like it's like a flashback scene, and it's young Pete Davidson right after his dad died, and he's at a wedding.
In 9/11?
Yeah.
Nice.
Hero. Nice.
Not nice.
What? Hey, something you and Pete have in common.
Shit.
Sorry.
I had that coming.
So it's like right after his dad dies, and it's like a wedding, and it's just like a really like heartfelt scene, like between like him and his uncle and him and his mom, and he's like going through his shit, whatever. And then at the end, they're showing like Polaroids and photos and stuff of real young Pete at the wedding. Like it actually happened, And then Selena's just like, it's really happened.
Yeah.
Like,
dude, that's the nice thing about like, it's funny. I've not watched a lot of TV in the last few years. Like I don't follow, like I just started watching Ted Lasso kinda.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
you watch it for one day.
Yeah, that's what
you
I'm
don't
saying.
even have Apple TV.
I know.
Stop saying that you started watching it.
I did start watching it.
You watched some episodes.
Sure.
That's not starting.
But it's been on for a while.
Starting means that you're going to continue watching
Anyway.
it, but you're not going to.
But I love how TV makes me feel sometimes because I was a big TV kid.
Yeah. Same. That's why I'm so obsessed with it now.
You're a big TV guy in general.
Yeah, but I'm saying I was a TV kid. Like,
I think
I grew up watching
I think you're
shows.
just a TV person. I don't think you ever had a lull like I do.
I didn't. Yeah, no, I definitely have never had a lull. But I'm saying I grew up like, I would in the morning watch my TV. Like get home from school, watch my TV.
What are you fucking 40-year-old man coming home from the mill? For the mill, gotta watch my TV. Come home, couple hours of TV. Dinner, TV.
TV dinner.
Dude, when's the last time you had a TV dinner?
Dude, I had do these count? Do you know the Amy's frozen meals?
No.
No, those don't count, or no, you don't know them?
No, I don't know it.
Oh, okay. They're just like little frozen meals from Amy's. You know,
what is Amy's?
Amy's like organic kitchen or some shit like that.
No, I don't
it's
do
like
that.
a really popular like organic food company.
From where?
Amy.
Okay.
I would assume like fucking Portland or something. I don't know.
Okay, sure, yeah.
But they're hella popular. They're like everywhere. But they have really good frozen meals. But like a
frozen
hungry
meal,
man,
let's just call it what it
like
is.
a hungry man.
Hungry
I
man's where
haven't
it's
had
at.
a hungry man in
Dude,
who knows.
Hungry Man, Stouffer's,
Yo,
and
okay.
Marie Callender's. How do you say it? Mary Callender's or Marie?
I say Marie.
Marie Callender's. Those are like the top
I've
three.
never heard someone say it the other way.
Mary Callender's?
Yeah.
I'm sure it happens all the time.
Mary is Mary.
Anyway, I think Stouffer's and Marie Callender's are probably like the best.
Dude, Marie Callender's pot pie though.
What's the one with it? Oh wait, is that what I'm thinking?
Banquet? Are you thinking of Banquet?
Banquet pot pies?
Yeah.
Those are fire.
Those were always in your freezer.
I've probably had so many of those, dude.
You are a pot pie now.
Yeah. Dude, pot pie's a costume?
Nah, dude. Joe's a pie and you're a pot leaf. You guys are pot pie.
She's the stoner. Why am I the weed?
That's true. That's a good point. You're a pie.
I'm an you know what? I'm a weed facilitator because she's the stoner, but I love everything weed culture. Like bongs are really cool to me. I love like really extravagant like glass pieces and stuff. Like
It's
pipes.
cool as art, but I could just not. I don't get how you smoke weed out of that.
I like
it's crazy.
I
To me.
love cleaning them. Like
I just love cleaning shit in general.
So do I, but I love like the thought of like this thing's so gunked up.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I get to put it.
Gunked up. Why'd you say it like that?
It's the Cutty Bangs. It's getting me all fucking bayed out. But yeah, I like the idea of like looking at the thing and being like, I'm going to restore it back to, it's a restoration thing.
You love your restoration.
I love
dude.
that's the closest I'll get. I should make YouTube videos
Of just cleaning bong. It's just the same one over and over. It takes months for you to make a new video because you only have one bong.
because I'm just high as fuck.
You're like, oh man, I forgot about my YouTube channel.
No, but I'm just like, I don't, sometimes, I smoke, but I'm not like, I don't like, I like rolling joints and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like I like everything about weed. Like I'll do it. I just don't enjoy smoking it like I used to.
Yeah, I like rolling joints. I don't smoke them. I went through a phase when we were living up north, like of smoking weed, and I would like only smoke joints, but I would hit it like a couple times and then be done, and then slowly be like, oh, I guess I'm gonna finish this whole fucking thing now. Like,
That's the thing too.
cool,
It's
those
like,
were mine.
it's funny. I think about like smoking weed as a teenager, and there was always like this pressure I felt like where it's like, okay, we're gonna smoke this blunt. We have to smoke the whole
Dude, yeah.
And I'm
why
like,
was it always
dude, no,
like
because it's like you put I don't know, and I don't know if even kids or even we thought about that, but it's like, cool, we rolled this thing, we all had to meet up, like this is coming together, like why not smoke the whole thing when it's like, I'm good, I'll tap out. I'll take a hit.
Is that like when, you finally meet up with the bros and you guys are finally going out, to get drinks nowadays, and then you end up getting too fucked up because it's like,
you're like,
you're too in the moment, and like this, you had to like get so many different people together.
No.
If someone's mom had to not be home.
I think it's more. Well, maybe not. It might be the same version of the same thing, or a version of the same thing. Where like I'm thinking kids is more peer pressure, where it's like, say there's like a group of us smoking a thing.
Oh, and one person's like, well, I'm not going to stop hitting it until they stop hitting it. And
right.
no one wants
and then
to
you get
stop
sucked into being like stupid high with all your buddies, which I mean, as a kid, it's like whatever. But if you were that kid who's like, I'm good. I remember that feeling.
You would just get made fun of.
Yeah. And then you're high, all your buddies are high, and there's like, everyone's giving you this eye. And then you're like, fuck, now I'm the weirdo. Like, I feel weird. I want to go home, but I'm too high. I can't go home. And you're like,
my parents are going to know.
I'm stuck. And then you're in your head like, oh, God, I'm such a stoner. I feel stuck with these people.
Yeah.
I don't want to be here. Like,
weed sucks.
I've had these thoughts.
Clearly, dude.
Being with, we definitely like changed my life in certain ways. I remember thinking as a teenager.
You're a lot more dumb.
Yeah. Well, my grades went.
But love for Bob Marley.
Hey, like, just gotta take one with the other, bro. My love for love, bro, just went up.
Love for fucking the man and school down.
You know what I fucking realized today? I was listening to a lot of like Bob Seger, like Jim Croce, and like just make your dad cry shit.
My dad listens to Disturbed and is like, yeah, this is my jam, dude. I love this song. Or like Stone Temple Pilots.
Hey man, that's his jazz. That's fine. But
he doesn't listen to jazz.
Oh, okay. Well, no jazz. But I was listening to one of them. It was either like, I don't know, James Taylor or like Jim Croce or something like that. And I was like, oh, these dudes were just like the Jack Johnson of that era.
Well, dude, it's like
the acoustic dudes.
God. What were we talking
Donovan.
about? Oh, fucking remember how we were talking about Khruangbin being the Fish of our generation? Because there is a jam band?
Yeah. Hey, things happen in cycles, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I was listening to something and I was like, oh, like I've heard these chords. I'm like, this is just Banana Pancakes, but more folky.
There's a mandolin involved now.
And I'm like, it's the same dudes. It's just acoustic guitars. They're just like singing about like, I just love people, dude. Cat Stevens, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
Oh my God. Which something about like Jack Johnson and like that era of like, he was so like,
dude, he headlined Coachella. Like, that's insane to me. Like, Jack Johnson's chill. Like, I have no problems with him, but like, that's insane.
That's Jack Johnson to the world. He's chill.
Yeah.
I don't love it.
Dude, he's the chillest dude I think imaginable. He surfs with like Kelly Slater and shit. Like,
find a more chill dude than Jack Johnson.
He just sits on the beach, dude, and just jams out. My God. He's the sickest dude.
It'd be so funny to find out if he was like such an aggro piece of shit. Like,
I told you I wanted banana pancakes.
He hates
not blueberry.
Oh my God. That'd be great, dude. Fucking Jack Johnson.
Who are those? There's people. Oh, I heard like, speaking of people that you think are super cool and end up being pieces of shit, I heard Bill Murray sucks. It's
really?
like old news. Yeah, he's apparently like just like really aggressive piece of shit.
That's a bummer.
But man, Caddyshack is great.
Love it.
But yeah, I heard he was fucking whack, and I know there's more people too.
Well, it's funny because we've had that conversation on him about if it was on here about why Bill Murray's famous at all.
Was it on here? I remember this conversation.
You remember?
I remember like us talking about it. I remember 0 points.
Like,
made in the
Caddyshack's
conversation.
great, Ghostbusters, all that. Like he's in like blockbusters, obviously like very recognizable movies, but like he has such a cult following and people like idolize the dude of like, oh my God, he's an enigma. Like and I'm just like, he's just a guy.
Yeah.
Keanu Reeves just seems a little bit cooler to me than Bill
Keanu
Murray.
Reeves is the coolest guy ever.
You don't know him, but
I'm pretty sure he's the coolest guy ever.
Imagine Keanu Reeves, Jack Johnson.
Just hanging out.
And Pete Davidson.
Yo, and Post Malone. Time just stops, dude. They're all just being too nice to each other.
A portal opens.
Post Malone's like, yeah, man, I really love John Wick 1 and 2, man.
A portal opens and Mr. Rogers just comes out.
Oh my God.
Holy shit. This sounds like we're trying to write like a Rick and Morty episode or something.
Sounds like interdimensional cable, dude.
Oh man, that's hilarious.
What were other things? You texted me more shit. I'm gonna look at my phone like I'm trying to remember jokes in my stand-up special.
Were you there? We went to the Improv. Was it the Improv in Hollywood? And we saw like Craig Robinson.
No, I wasn't there, but I know of it.
Yeah, and the dude
when fucking Chris D'Elia told Fish never to wear that hat.
Oh yeah, I don't know if it was the same.
Don't wear that hat.
It was one of those shows because we went up there a couple times. Yeah, but we saw those dudes, and I remember it was like a late show. One of the late shows they had there, I think. Yeah, and Craig Robinson.
Yeah.
Dude from The Office.
Yes.
He was just on his phone on stage, just like killing time.
Well, dude, that's how fucking they have to look up at their points and shit, like their jokes.
Yeah, it was just so like it felt so behind the scenes that I felt like we were just hanging out at like a thing.
It's so
that
sick.
We were all at. Yeah, it was cool. We should go to a comedy show.
I'm going to see Shane Gillis tomorrow.
Shane Gilly tomorrow, dude.
Gilly tomorrow.
Dude, you should bring the pod shit.
Should I try to get him on the pod?
Dude, I'm not even kidding. Just walk in with it.
Dude, Matt McCusker is going to be there too, who does...
No idea who that is.
Main and Chat.
Main...
Matt and Shane's secret podcast.
Yeah, Shane.
It's
Main and Chat.
Main and Chat. I'm pretty sure he's opening for him, so that'll be super sick. Yeah, dude, I'll just bring the podcast up and just hand him mics. Hey!
Dude, if you handed him a microphone, like, what the fuck is going on?
We're podding.
Yeah. He'd hop in. I swear to God, he would hop in.
I think him and I would be really good friends.
That's the epitome of every normal person loving a comedian. Be like, I know we would be really good friends.
I think we would just have I think he would get bits from me, dude. Honestly, I'm pretty sure
we would
that
understand each other on such a comedic level.
I'm pretty sure that I could give him ideas if we just bounce stuff off
He could
each
and
other.
just steal them from you.
He can have them.
Oh, shit.
He can have them.
It's
He
like
can have
that.
whatever he wants.
It's like that.
He can have whatever he wants. Also, we're seeing Dave Attell, the NMA. That'll be cool.
What?
Yeah, dude. He's going to be at fucking Irvine
go?
Improv.
When? End of May?
24th.
I'll go to that. It's probably sold out. Check.
Maybe now. I'll check after this.
Oh, I'll go to that 100%.
Dude, it was so funny. Speaking of Mr. Attell, he's in Bupkiss.
Oh, nice.
For like a minute, he's just like roasting Pete.
That's all you need.
Yeah, he's just
all you need.
he's like giving Pete shit because like it's like a scene and Pete. Everyone in the crowd learns that he's never seen Black Panther, but he lied and said he did.
Oh shit!
And then Dave goes, "There's nothing worse than a Wakanda denier."
Dude, he's so smart.
Dude, I feel like he doesn't. Okay, obviously, every comedian's podcast I listen to, they're always talking about Dave Attell. Not always, but it's like, oh my God, Dave Attell's a man. Like he's literally the best comedian working right now. Mm-hmm. And then I feel like he doesn't get enough credit because, and this sounds really cringy now that I'm thinking about what I'm going to say. People don't get his humor.
Yeah.
In the sense of like, he just makes like, no, there's nothing worse than a Wakanda denier. That's fucking hilarious because obviously he's referencing the Holocaust.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's Jewish. Like it's
you know what it is? It's people who think you don't watch Seinfeld because you don't get it.
Yeah,
it's Seinfeld people.
Yeah, but
no, I think it's just that can be anybody. But
it's the same. It's what I'm saying is the same cringy argument that people say like, oh, you don't think Rick and Morty's funny because it's just like over your head, you know?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
So I don't mean it like that. I just feel like people. No. You have to think about his jokes a little bit more than most.
Yeah, because he's smart as shit.
Yeah, so it's like a lot of people don't want to put that thought into a joke, like like trying to laugh at a punchline and be like, now why do you say that?
Yeah,
you know?
I think it is because he's so good, and it's funny that all these like we'll call them blockbuster comedians. I think.
Yeah.
Maybe not worship him, but respect him as a comedian.
Oh yeah.
But he's not as in the public eye as maybe when he used to be when he was like
doing Insomniac.
Yeah.
Dude, even like now I just hear like what people say about him. He's like just like a straight hermit. Like just he still does sets at like 3 a.m, like still does all that shit. Like he's still the same Dave Attell, and he still has a flip phone. He doesn't have like his Instagram's ran by like his managers. He doesn't do any promotion, anything like that.
The thing about him, and he's one of those people, and if you have no idea who we're talking about, if you're still listening to a podcast, but he's one of those dudes that's it's not even a bit. You know what I mean? It's just him.
Yeah.
Oh, do I have one of those?
I don't know. Did you finish yours?
No.
Then it's still in the kitchen.
I'll be right back.
Go get it. Oh, here, throw this away. I don't want it anymore. Get it out of my sight. Yeah. I'll say on this one, though. Hey, Schmoopy. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you're still listening to this podcast, I want to give a quick shout out to Rumble AV. You heard me. Rumble AV for all your rumbling AV needs.
We're talking about Dave at Rumble AV
Talking
Consulting.
about Dave at Rumble AV Consulting. He helped us get all this equipment that we have right here, actually.
Yeah, he helped us pick it out. He was the man, dude.
He is the man.
He is the man.
He's a great dude.
Shouts out Rumble AV. Check them out. RumbleAV.com. RumbleAV.com. Rolls off the tongue.
Dude,
good name.
solid.
Good name. Good dude.
He's ready to rumble.
Yeah. Oh, shit. We might have just came up with his new slogan. Trademark.
Wait, you can't have a slogan that says
Why not?
the name of the company in it.
Why not?
The snack that smiles back is their slogan. Goldfish is the company.
Yeah.
Carhartt
Break
for
me-
people who are working on themselves.
That's not their slogan. That should be AA slogan. AA. For people working on themselves.
Follow the 12 steps or you're going to step backwards into your horrible habits.
Nice, dude. More slogans. What do you got? Modelo.
You want to not look racist? Drink Modelo.
Nice.
I've seen so many like Cinco de Mayo memes that are like white people on Cinco de Mayo, like wearing sombreros and shit like that. And then it's like white people.
Serapes.
Yeah. White people every other day of the year. And it's just like, don't cross our wall. Get out of our country.
Yeah, we're pretty good at that.
Yeah.
Not me.
Wait,
I'm
who?
I'm not white.
Wait, why am I agreeing?
You know, I actually don't know what percentage white I even am.
I'm pretty sure you're 0% white.
That's not true because I did one of those things one time. I'm
So vague. I know exactly what you mean.
I did a 23andMe.
Yeah. No, it was Ancestry.
And I'm like 40 something percent. The way they categorize it was like of the Americas. Just like I think it just means like native to the lands, and to some degree. It just says native to the Americas.
That's so fucking lame.
What? No, to me it's kind of cool because it's like cool. Like most of my blood.
Which America?
The Americas. Just somewhere in probably more south because I'm from South America. Southern Americas. And
They need to specify a little bit
I
better.
think it was like 20 to like 30% somewhere. I forget the number, but like 20 to 30% Spanish/Portuguese, which makes sense. Colombia was colonized by Spanish. The Spaniards.
Conquistadors.
Yes. And so that kind of lined up, and not knowing, like, I'm adopted, by the way, not knowing like what,
Sidebar. Not sidebar, actually.
not knowing the bloodline, I'm like, well, it's random as this is, like not having anyone else that I know that's blood do this test. This is kind of accurate to some degree, right? So,
Yeah.
Spanish is white.
Yeah.
So according to a 23andMe, having been the only person in my bloodline who I know has done it, says I'm, I don't know, like 20 or 30% Spanish to some way. I'll never know 100%.
Spanish.
Spanish.
Yeah.
Going from Spain.
I'm from Spain.
So I'm a little white. So I don't know. I don't. Do I have the guilt that some people do? No.
What's up? Guilt and privilege, baby.
I got both, dude.
Look at me.
I walk
White passing. Hello.
I walk a fine line, brother. Have you done a 23andMe thing?
No, I haven't. I think my
should.
sister did it. It's pretty accurate to what we think we are. So, from what I recall, I don't know, it was so long ago.
Yeah.
2 years ago, maybe. I don't know.
Ages ago.
They first came on the scene like 4 years ago, probably. I'm like, that was so long ago, I don't even remember.
Dude, it's crazy how things feel like so long ago now.
Well, 2 years of our lives didn't exist, right?
That's right.
At least a year.
In the before time.
Yeah, exactly.
We were able to calculate years.
Nowadays, we just go from...
The 20s hit and we were like...
Now, instead of AD, we're AC after COVID.
Yo.
We just started anew.
But is that what we are now? AC?
I decided.
I'm a after COVID denier of COVID.
Oh. Are you vaxxed up?
AC/DC, bro.
Yo. Let's play Thunderstruck right now.
Nah, we'll get sued.
Dude, when I was at the bachelor party, we tried to play Thunderstruck and no one... The game.
What is that?
Where you drink... Okay, you're in a group, right? Someone, when he says thunder or Thunderstruck, you start drinking. Yes.
Okay.
You start drinking. Once he says it again, you stop. The next person starts drinking.
Oh. Wait. Sorry, explain it again.
Okay. You know how Thunderstruck...
Thunder. No, you came in early. Thunder.
You would start drinking.
Okay, go.
And then... thunder. I start drinking.
Thunder. And then you go?
Yeah, so you do that. But a group of people.
Yeah, but it only happens a select number of times. What if you're like the sixth guy and it never happens?
Exactly.
Oh, so you just... Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
No one played. It was me, Connor, and Wyatt trying to play. And it was just Connor and I at that point just trying to play. No one else was down. We're like, well, come on, we're playing Thunderstruck. And everyone was like, no. We're like, come on, dude.
Dude, I was going to say you, but we have such frat boy tendencies.
That's so bad. I didn't drink. It was the day after. No, it was the day of the mountain bike ride, the treacherous mountain bike ride. And that night, I
tried to drink your pain away.
No, I wasn't drinking at all. Like by the time I had a beer, like when we were out, and I didn't even finish it. I didn't even want it. And we got back to the house. Oh, that was embarrassing.
Oh, you sound crazy right now.
Jesus Christ. All right, hold on. I think I'm normal. We got back to the house, and like everyone started drinking and shit. And literally, I took a shower and just laid in bed. I was like, I don't want to talk to anyone right now. And then like eventually, it was like after a couple hours of being in the room, just alone, people would just like come in and check on me periodically. Just like, you know, Sean would come in and be like, hey dude, what's up? You good? And like, yeah. And then someone else would come in, David would come in, whatever.
Oh, you were the baby.
Yeah. Everyone was like, hey, you good? Like, I want to hang out in here for a little bit. I'm like, all right, yeah, fucking come kick it.
You were Jobin.
Exactly. That was Jobining. And then at one point, like my buddy came in and was like, hey dude, like, come hang out for a little bit. And I was like,
that's all you needed.
I was like, all right, fine. So I go out there and I hadn't drank all day. And the first thing I did when I got out there, I was like, shotgun to beer. Like, I was like, all right, come on. I got to get it together. But then I just like shotgun like 3 beers.
Yeah.
Trap boy tendencies. I'm like, I haven't drank all day and I feel like shit. Let's shotgun beers.
Yeah. That's shots for me. Give me a couple shots. I'll do whatever you want.
Yeah, that's true.
But you can drink beer so fast that it's like, all right, let's knock these couple out.
Yeah.
And then get back into it.
But shots are, we didn't have any hard alcohol or I would have taken shots. It's so much easier.
What?
Yeah, we just had an ungodly amount of beer.
Well, you have 4 30 racks?
No, it was more than that.
Oh, that's a lot.
Yeah. For 2 nights.
That's a lot.
Yeah. I think we probably had...
Can we talk about alcoholism real quick?
Of course. I'd love to.
I don't know if we're the most... Are we qualified to talk about it? I guess it depends on what sense.
I think so. I think we have people in our lives who were or are alcoholics.
Yeah, all around us too. Like family.
Yeah.
Just like... Yeah. I don't know what I wanted to say about it. I was
just wanted to bring it up.
I just thought it'd be funny.
We were talking about AA earlier and you're like, that slogan's still in your head.
Yeah. Can you imagine if one of these episodes was an intervention for Dallin?
We're just filming and talking and
that seems so...
Then we sell it to A&E, dude.
That seems so unethical.
Yeah.
To just...
How about that entire show?
No, okay, there's...
No.
What's the show?
So it's the show's intervention. In the beginning, it's like these people... These people think that they're being filmed for a documentary on drug use, And then it turns out they're just being filmed for intervention.
That seems
And then they go
up.
into the intervention at the end, and the cameras are all still rolling and
there
shit
has
like
to be
that.
some loophole.
The loophole probably is at the end of the episode or the end of the filming. If the person's sober or not, maybe they give their consent either way, you know?
Yeah, because you can film people, I think, in public. I know like a little bit about it, but yeah, it's like if you want to post it, if you want to use it, you need their consent.
Yeah.
So like prank shows on like YouTube where they're like, I'm going to throw batteries at this guy. Like, and then
terrible prank.
I don't know. I'm not a YouTuber. But if they film it and then they want to use it, be like, hey, man, can you sign this thing? And they say no, then you just wasted a prank.
But can't you just blur their face out?
Sure, yeah, you could do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how they get.
But, okay, so yeah, we're talking about like people's faces, yeah.
Yeah. Fuck, I had a good point and I forgot it. Damn, this Cutty Bang.
Intervention. You got banged.
Ooh, hello. So I looked in our text and you had podcast talking points, and the first one was history and historians. So I'd like to know if you remember what you're talking about, or if, because the other one was there were a couple more which we've already touched on, but the last one was my cursed Star Wars day.
Yeah, we already talked about that.
I know, but it's just like such a funny way to put it. My cursed Star Wars day.
The only way I could put it. History and historians. Yeah, I was listening to a podcast, and it was Bobby Lee talking about. So he's like
you were listening to Bad Friends.
Yeah, shouts out Bad Friends. But he was talking about the Comedy Store and door people, and when he was a doorman,
but a doorman.
How he was like, I think it was part of like paying your dues back in the day. Like he's a comedy geek, so he knows a lot about. Like,
I just listened to this episode.
Oh, okay,
yeah,
so,
so I know exactly what you're talking about.
And so Andrew's like, like that's not the new generation.
They're talking to Juice.
Yeah. And
they're like, do you know these people? And she's like, no, I have no idea who that is.
And so I thought about that. Like, okay, so just the idea of like there being people who are very enthralled with the history of music or art or comedy or whatever it is. You know what I mean? They think it's that important that you need to keep it alive. Where like newer generations might be like, yeah, I don't care about that shit.
Yeah.
And they're still doing fine. And it's like, okay, so how important is history really? They say that those who forget it are doomed to repeat it or whatever the saying is. And it's like, so what? My thought process is like, things are going to happen no matter like with or without you.
Yeah.
I think where the issue lies is where people are like, if you don't study it, like you're a piece of shit. Like, how dare you not pay attention?
How dare you not know about the founding fathers?
Yeah, how dare you not pay attention to something like this?
How dare you not know about Brits who became Americans?
Yeah. But I love history. I mean, I think it's super cool and it is super important, but like it's also hard for me to imagine like our world. There's so many billions of people. It's like, it's fine that I don't pay attention to it. I don't have to be a historian.
Yeah.
There's other people who are going to do that. That's not my job.
You also don't have to know the news because other people are going to know it.
But in another sense, like I love taking photos.
Yeah.
I love documenting things. That's my history. I love recording my own history.
All we're trying to do is just make our own history.
I think about this with the podcast, and this might get a little meta, but I'm like, all this is dumb shit for us to look back at.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
And I love it. It's great.
And our 9 subscribers, shouts out.
Shouts out me, because I'm one of them.
Hey, shouts out me too.
Don't get me too. Don't let us get me too.
Oh, shit. Oh, God.
So
we're good.
Yeah. I don't know. I just had an interesting internal conversation about just history in general. And like, because they talk about like, if you look at, people like history books getting burned throughout civilizations, or like, what was that library that got burned?
Alexander's library.
Yeah. And it's like, oh shit, imagine the knowledge that we would know. Or we're so disconnected from ancient civilizations that we're like, oh, if we only had those. And it's like,
dude, can you imagine like if we had that, like that shit, right, about ancient civilizations? And it's just like, here's how the pyramids were made exactly.
It's just an IKEA fucking 1, 2, 3.
It's something really simple.
It's like, oh, wasn't that fucking hard?
And they're like, oh, they just built like towers. Okay, yeah, that makes a lot more sense. Yeah.
They were just doing it for fun.
Yeah.
It wasn't like a thing.
But we're like, fucking aliens, dude. It was aliens. Aliens helped them.
Well, that's hilarious because, like, there's so many ancient structures out there that are just there. It's hilarious. Like, I think about the fans in Palm Springs. Like, if we...
The windmills?
Yeah.
The fans.
The power generating windmills.
Yeah.
The fans.
The fans, yeah. Our fans in Palm Springs.
It's just fans out there. It's only fans out there.
All they got is fans.
Yeah, like if we were just wiped off like 90% and there was a 10% that had to repopulate whatever, and they stumble across these fans, hundreds of years from now. And they're like, what the fuck is going on? And then they realize, oh, wind power. They kind of figure it out, through process of whatever they do. And like, yeah, they're like, they were so smart. Like, how did they figure this out? And then they like befuddled about how we did it. And it's like, no, it's pretty simple. You just set up a thing and
you use it. Yeah.
I don't know how it works, but I feel like if you got an ancient Egyptian in the room and was like, no, this is what it does, bro. You just layer it with this and sunlight and it's just power or whatever it was.
Although I do really want to see pyramids.
Saw them, dude. They were beautiful. I went inside the Great One.
I can't fathom how big they are, I think.
They're, you see it and...
Is it like Luxor?
What do you mean? Like, is it like I'm gazing?
That size?
It's bigger, I think. I don't know. I haven't been to Luxor in a long time, but I'm pretty sure it's bigger.
Sure, I've read this thing about Luxor being haunted.
Yeah, I've heard a lot about that too.
We should stay there.
But no, okay, like you see these things, and I have a lot of pictures of them. I'm actually working on some other project about it, but...
You're working on an ancient Egyptian project?
No, nothing like that. It's a personal thing.
It's a personal book report?
I'm working on an essay, okay? No, you kind of just... So, Cairo, I'll tell you this is going to get into like a total personal experience on just going to Egypt, but Cairo itself is just a major, populated, very, in my eyes, what I saw, a very dirty city. Mm-hmm. It's just a lot. There's a lot happening. It seemed like a lot of dilapidated.
It's like San Francisco.
No. Nothing like I've ever seen anything.
Interesting.
Kind of hard to like even fathom when you're like looking at it. To me personally, I don't know if I was just exhausted from flying, but yeah. And then you go, and then the pyramids are obviously like the thing. You go check them out, and it is also kind of distracting how many people are there bombarding you with like trying to sell you stuff. Yeah, street sellers or whatever,
vendors.
Yeah, and they're just like, it's really, really bad. It's like they will put things on you, and you have to be like, no, like take it off or just drop it or whatever. If you hold on to it, they think you're gonna buy it, or you're gonna buy it. Yeah, and so it's very like distracting in that sense. But like being there, the pyramids, the Sphinx, all that, it's just, and then we did the tour on the Nile. That was amazing. And then you go to all these temples, and it is pretty mind blowing to think about like these structures still being here after thousands of years. Yeah. The paint that's on them and all these hieroglyphs and all these things. And you learn so much. It's like not overwhelming, but it's just like you're bombarded. Like you wake up, you do a thing, you're in a group, whatever, the way we did it. And you go see a temple, and this is your thing for the day, and you learn about it, you talk about it. And yeah, I mean, I think if I were to go back, I would go in a smaller group, say like me, you, and the girls or something. And I would get like a private guide or something to just stay maybe by the pyramids. Yeah. And just kind of like focus on one thing, or go check out one temple and just like hang out there.
Instead of trying to do so many different things.
Yeah. It would be like, let's come to California and let's do the whole state. Like, let's see like, Humboldt, smoke some weed, then we'll go down to Frisco and like get a Cutty Bang, and then we'll come to SoCal and get a taco or something like. You try to do it all in like 10 days. And then we'll go
to IE and get murdered.
Yeah. So it was cool, but it was kind of a lot. It was hell of an experience, man. I would definitely, you ever get the chance, I would do it. My dad just wanted to go. He always wanted to go check out like Africa and just like see that side of the world, but it was cool.
Hell yeah.
We should travel somewhere, man.
We should.
Where would you go? Where would you want to go? Nah, we talked about this last week, I think.
Yeah, I
Or
think
a
we
week
did.
before.
Something like that. I don't know. Everything's blending together nowadays.
Could you imagine if we like took a tab, if we didn't know it and we were doing a pod and then things were starting to like wub?
Or also we just start saying the exact same thing. Like at the end of the episode of Beef. We finally finished it, by the way.
Oh,
the episode
nice.
where they're like in the forest and they eat and they're like thinking, but thinking the same exact thing in the voiceovers and stuff. That's us.
Oh, dude. This would be weird, I think.
Oh, yeah. I don't think I'd be able to do it.
We could try. If you want to see us trip on a pod, let us know.
Yeah, hold on. Could that get us more subscribers?
Acid pod?
Acid pod.
Yeah, that might be the breakthrough. We got to try things, bro.
Sorry, Mom.
Sorry, Mom. Yeah.
Actually, I think my aunt watches this.
Oh, wow.
Sorry, Tree, if you're watching this. We might have to do psychedelics and do this podcast. Don't tell Grandma.
We might have to.
We're being forced. Oh, my God. It's happening.
There's just so many things we don't have to do, man.
We might have to. I don't know. It sounds like it.
Oh, that's funny. But yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What do we got coming up? What's in our future?
Guardians.
Guardians. Let's go check out some movies.
Do
Summer's coming up, dude.
Summer movie.
It's gonna be the best summer ever, I think.
I
think, dude.
Okay, I never have the feeling that it will be.
Mm-hmm.
I'm always like, ew, we're gonna do more summer stuff. Like,
Yeah.
it'll be a fun summer.
Yeah.
Nah, dude, this is the one.
This is it?
This is the one.
This is gonna be the
This
best
is gonna
summer
be
of our
a
lives.
great summer. I just turned 28.
Yeah. It's a good year.
My stomach hurts a lot more now.
Coming up on 30, bro. Yeah.
Coming up on 30.
Yeah.
My stomach, my tummy.
Yeah.
I got tummies.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a good summer, dude.
Let's make it count, dude.
Let's have a barbecue.
Let's have a lot of barbecues.
We're gonna have this at the barbecue.
We're gonna pot at the barbecue.
We're gonna party with Bob. Bob with Bob.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna party with Bob.
We're gonna party with Bob. No, I don't want him to come.
Okay.
Bob sucks. Bob's dude, he's just like too vibey.
We'll throw a barbecue with strictly Cutty Bangs and Jack Johnson playing the whole time.
Can you imagine how confused everyone would be? And it's just like, no, we're doing something. It's a bit.
You know what I really want to do before we wrap it up here? I feel like we're getting there.
Yeah.
Anything but a cup party.
Yeah.
Bottles of bleach.
Yeah.
Gas cans. Flamingo.
Okay,
flamingos.
hold on. I was thinking the bottle of the bleach thing. Bottle of the bleach. Battle of the bands. Battle of the bleach. No.
Why not?
Because that had bleach in it.
So?
Gas can, yes. Because you can buy them without anything in it.
Just wash it out a couple times.
Is that good enough? You know what I mean? I'm just wondering, is that good enough?
Okay, you don't have to do... Going back to things we don't have to do.
Windex.
Windex is fun, yeah.
But the vinegar one. So like even if you do drink it.
No. You just make an adios and put it in the Windex. Got ideas, bro.
Yo.
This baby's ticking.
Simple green, you just make Midori sours.
Yep. Bleach can also just be like a light beer. Baseball bat just drilled, hollowed out. This thing.
I was about to say that. We just put plastic bags in it so you can put drink in it.
It's got a hole right here, dude. Oh, actually, we're going negative.
Whoa, dude.
What?
You're allowed to say that?
That's right there. Yeah.
I don't know, dude. It sounds sketchy.
Yeah, we should do anything but a cup, anything but a glass.
Is that the first barbecue idea? Do we do that?
It just be a mixture of all the things, I think.
Yeah. Are we doing the trip podcast at the barbecue?
Jesus Christ. We're tripping.
It's a mixture of all the things.
Badminton, beers, Bay Area, Cutty Bangs, anything but a glass barbecue.
LSB.
Jack Johnson. Oh, man.
Shouts out Jack Johnson.
Shouts out Jack Johnson. All right. Let's go.
Know that I'm all alone. Why would you call for